You know, I'm known for telling men to get in the gym, but a lot of ladies out here, a lot of our sisters ain't working out as much, and this is key. I mean,
it is.
Look, I mean, because look, men, we're shallow. Let's just be real. We're shallow.
You know what? I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that you're
shallow.
Oh,
you being nice about it. You being nice, but we checking out those bodies and stuff. And I'm seeing a lot of ladies in that, you know, they feel like, well, I can just be whatever, but it's not even just about attracting us, but just being healthy. But you were saying you don't see it as shallow. Yeah, please expound upon it. We want to hear from the ladies.
Well, I can understand how a woman may think that a man picking a woman based solely on her looks could be shallow, but that type of woman may not necessarily understand a man.
Okay,
so
that's true.
Like sometimes a woman is hormonal and emotional during certain times of the month, and a man may not understand where the woman is coming from. So I think it's just a lack of understanding when someone automatically throws those words out like shallow or she tripping or, no, there's just a lack of understanding. And, I wouldn't even say a simple conversation, but several conversations between men and women can kind of resolve a lot of that, that confusion. And what I mean by that is because I have this hobby that, which is why I follow you, that I developed about 10 years ago when I finally realized that men and women are different. I was like, what? Wait, we think differently, we communicate differently, we listen differently. And I was like, hold up, I thought we were the same, we just had different parts. You know what I mean? And y'all had a little bit more testosterone, we had a little bit more estrogen, but it's so much more to that. And when you dive into what those differences are, I think not only does it help you with relationships, but I think it helps you attract, even before a relationship, I think it helps you attract, if not a romantic relationship, but just people and friends in general, and you can communicate better. So men, as you know, are like hardwired to like hips.
Oh yeah.
It's not a shallow thing. It's actually, and you could probably, speak on it better, but men like hips because that kind of represents, I mean, of course there's a sexual component to it, but there's also like, procreation.
Exactly.
A sign of a healthy woman that can, bear children.
Oh, exactly.
Men like long, shiny hair, that's a sign of health,
Yes.
So I wouldn't necessarily say it's shallow. I think there's an innate wired genetic, physiological component to why men are so visual.
You know what? And I want to thank you for that, because when I was saying shallow, I was half joking, but you have a great point. I need to stop even saying that in a joking manner, because I've talked about the primal aspect of it all too. And, and that, again, to body game, because when I tell the men, I say, look, women are attracted to muscles. Try to get in the best shape that you can. Now, you don't have to be super perfect, but just, stay healthy as well, because what do y'all want? When we talk on that primal thing, y'all want the healthiest specimen.
We want the healthiest, we want the strongest, because we need protection. We need security. Again, it is innate in us. It is genetic in us to want to feel provided for, protected, secured, because we are vulnerable. We're more vulnerable. I mean, I'm not saying that we are weak in terms of women, but we're the ones that are childbearing. We're the ones that have to look after the children. We're the ones that are nurturing. We're the ones that, and I'm just saying, for thousands of years. I know that, over the generations up until now, roles are changing and are blurred, and I understand all of that. But on a instinctual level, there are roles that are genetically wired into us. You know what I mean? And so I think it would be foolish to ignore that, or even to push against it.
And you know what? I appreciate that you say that. See, that's why you so cool, because you just cut right to the chase. You cut through the jokes and everything. So no, we gotta deal with it. Don't be talking about some shallow Ron. You know what's up. Hey, no, I appreciate that. That's
but to be fair, because I can see both sides. Even if I don't agree with something, I can still understand.
Yeah.
And so for the woman's side, you know, she might say, oh, he's so shallow. He just, you know, with her because of the way she looks, she's probably coming from a position more than likely, which, you know, I was saying earlier, you know, of course we want an attractive man, but the providing, the security, the protection is far more important. The muscles are far more important than the face. You know what I mean? Or you know, the what he can give us is the provisioning, the providing is far more important on a physiological level, whether we know it or not, than what he looks like.
Wow. Okay.
We have preferences. Of course, we have preferences.
Yeah.
Of course, we have preferences. But, you know, I've heard a lot of men say, yeah, I want her to look good in the face, but that don't really matter. I care more about the way her body looks. Because it's her body that's going to potentially be carrying your child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, no, exactly. Wow. I might have to put this on my men's channel too. I'm trying to tell them. Wow.